Another day finished. Another 2 times in the office today. On the road and in the office. Joe, how did it go?
Very good. The best day.
For all you heavyweight cowards out there, come see the big dog. Another day finished. Another 2 times in the office today. On the road and in the office. Joe, how did it go?
Very good. The best day.
For all you heavyweight cowards out there, come see the big dog.
What's good, family? So mash the like button, subscribe and lick off the bell. So we just heard there from your man's Tyson. Fury airing out the whole division, and in particular Anthony Johnson. Now he says in the video that he's putting all the funny style heavyweights on notice. Dillian the Shillian Whyte, Alexander Usyk and Anthony Zest Johnston. He want them all. Yeah, which coward won it next? Oops. Listen, what we know is, YB, you're riding Fury. I'm calling a spade a spade. That's what I'm doing. Number 1, your man Shillian Whyte. He missing somewhere. He in court somewhere, begging for step aside and or begging for 70%. That's your man Shillian. Alexander Usyk, to be fair, he ain't, apart from, to be fair to Usyk, he ain't really missing. I don't know what he doing though. Yeah, because got to be honest here, people. Usyk could be pushing. He could be saying, listen, I want to push AJ's wig back some more. The fact that Usyk is just sitting back in the cut, being a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, he's just being a bit nonchalant, isn't he? Just sitting there, I'll just go along with the flow. My point is, he's not very... I understand his different language and different culture, but still, different language or different culture. We're in the UK, we're in the West. Meaning that whole Klitschko and Usyk thing don't really work for me. So, you know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. Of course, if you're from them areas, it'll work for you. For me, that whole just sit there and be a bit of a sideman, that sideman gig, and for me, that's how I feel at the moment. Despite, the crazy thing is, Usyk has 3 belts, but would you know it? Innit? Alexander Usyk has 3 belts, but by what's going on, by the culture, would you know it? No. He seems to me at the moment, in all the narratives that are going on, he seems to be a bit of a passenger. Think about it. It's either like, will AJ take a step aside? Shillian Whyte begging for some more money. Usyk really should be the guy calling the shots. Ain't it though? Let's be serious now. Alexander Usyk really should be the guy calling shots right now. He's got the main belts. Why is it he isn't kind of a passenger in this narrative? Do we even know what Usyk wants? I don't. All we've heard about is what Fury wants the Usyk fight. I don't know what Usyk wants. So what are we doing here? And that's what I'm saying. You got Shillian Whyte begging for some money somewhere. You got Zest Johnson, he's another one. But he ain't got no belts, that's the difference. The point is, like I said at the start of the video, Tyson Fury, he's the number 1 right now. He calling shots. That's what the facts say. Dillian begging. Usyk, God knows what he's doing. Don't know or know, because he hasn't got no narrative. He's just sitting in like a sideman. You got Alexander Sideman, and then you got Anthony Johnson, another one who's in a sorry state. He ain't calling no shots. Why? He's begging Tyson Fury to handle the middleweight for him. That's why he's quiet. Yeah? And people say, YB is shilling for Fury. The only guy out here at the moment, calling shots and making decisions and looking to bust booties is Fury. He wants Shillian. He's setting Shillian contract. You man know, people who know me know, I'm consistent. What have I been saying for the longest time? People need to start sending contracts. Fury sent a 25% contract. He made that offer. Shillian went missing. Oops. So there's one booty that Fury's popped. Shillian Whyte's booty's been popped already. Johnston. Fury, despite having Shillian there on the side, like a good old sideman, he also, if it's going, he'll have a piece of Alexander Usyk as well, trying to organise the unification fight. So like I said, the only guy making moves right now and wants a piece of anyone is Fury. That's the bottom line, people. Whichever guy, do you see, for example, let me walk it through for you. Dillian Whyte, at any point in the last 3 months, could have come out and said, Fury, you're mine. Scrap anything else. Scrap the court. Scrap anything else. I want you bad. Has he done that? No. Sideman. Anthony Johnson could have come out any point in the last 3 months and been a leader and said, unification? Tyson Fury, handle my light work for me. You having a laugh? Alexander Usyk, I want you in March. Get it booked. He could have been said that back in November. Oops. He's silent like a sideman. Same as Alexander Usyk. He could have come out and said, AJ, I want you bad. You're mine. I'm going to pop your cherry again for you. So that's why, all you Fury haters, yeah? I'm just telling you, I've explained the facts. And if you don't like it, it's on you. The only guy sending offers, making booties pop. The only guy making all the heavyweights, you know what I mean? Tyson Fury making all the dudes throw it back in the air for him. 100%. They all be throwing it back. Yeah, just waiting. With their hands open. Yeah? Waiting with their hands open and their booty wide in the air. 100%. Waiting for the GK to come around and make it pop. I'm just telling you what it is. I hate to say it. What can I say? I'd much rather be sitting there telling you that AJ doing this and AJ doing that. AJ ain't calling no shots. He desperate. He desperate for the GK to handle his work for him. That's what the facts say, people. Yeah? And the worst thing is, it just gets worse and worse for all these cats. Because Fury knows it. Fury, yeah, he's got relatively high emotional intelligence. He can smell where there's zest. He can smell softness. He's on the roll right now. He just literally, in my mind, yeah, I see Dillian Whyte with his booty in the air. I see Usyk with his booty in the air, and I see Johnson with his booty in the air. And Fury is just going one by one and back down again. 100%. He's going up and down for fun, just making them all pop. Yeah, I'm just telling. Oh, why be this? Why be that? I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. Call me a liar. Like I said, at any point in time, any one of these cats could have said, no, I'm going to make a decision. Let me take the lead here. Not one. They're all sidemen. They're all beggars. Begging sidemen. They all need something from Fury. They've put, by the way, let me explain this. They've put Fury in the power position. People blame me. Oh, you're a shill. Oh, this, oh, that. Like I said, at any point in time, Dillian Whyte could have said, no, Fury, you're not the leader. I'm going to make your head spin. Oops. He could have been done that. The date could be booked by now. Again, at any point, Anthony Johnson could have said, no, Usyk, we're locked in for March. I'm making your head spin, and then I'm back in control. Ooh, have you heard anything about that? Oh, man, step aside. And Eddie Hearn, tell the newspapers we're going to get 100 million to step aside, so I look better. That's what AJ had been doing. AJ had been spending more time working with a publicity company, yeah, working with Max Clifford, trying to make sure the optics on what he's doing, i.e. taking step aside, look good. And that's where the big figure came from. That's where the 15 million figure came from. That came from fresh out of Max Clifford's box of tricks. Oh yeah, we'll tell the public it's an outrageous number, and then that gives us cover. Because we can hide behind, well, it's business. Oops. Yeah? These guys ain't focused. The only man, yeah, focused right now on spinning the block up is your man, Tyson Fury. And he stays doing it. He's out here. I mean, you saw the video. He's tagging them all. When was the last time you saw AJ or Usyk or Dillian Whyte tagging people? In fact, Dillian Whyte, Mr. Big Mouth from Brixton, he's silent. I had someone tell me the other day, well, he's been told by lawyers to keep it. Wow, it's bad. It's bad for the roadman. The silent roadman. The silenced roadman. Wow. After all them years of running the mouth, he's bad. Fury the only guy out here. That's the bottom line, people. He's the only one keeping his division, holding it together. Everyone needs something from him. I don't understand why that's the case. You'd think with 4 big men, yeah, you'd think more than one of them would take opportunity by the scruff of the neck. The only guy who's got his wick in all the pies is Fury. That's the facts, people. Literally. Everyone's begging for something from him. Dillian wants something from him. AJ wants something. AJ's like, oh, please, Fury, can you handle Usyk and then we'll fight? Can you send me a contract? That's what, seriously. The current situation is AJ's begging Tyson Fury for step-aside money, begging him to handle Usyk for him, and then begging him for a contract to fight for Undisputed. So people blaming me for You're blaming me, yeah, for 3 hardback men putting Fury in a power position. Any one of them individuals could have stood up and said no. What, Dillian could have been executed, the mandatory, and took power back. Jusic could have been executed, the rematch clause, and said, no, I don't want Fury now. I want to make sure I fill in Johnson properly. AJ could have done the same. So yeah, all you AJ fans, Chilean fans and Jusic fans, you need to go and speak to your representatives and tell them to fix up if you want me to change. Because right now, from what I see, Fury running things. And no one can blame anything but their individual people. And that's why he out here and he trolling with the power. He's trolling with the power you gave him, and rightfully so. I wouldn't want it any other way. That's how it should be. When you give someone the ultimate power to do what they want, they've earned the right to troll. Yeah? And that's what he did. He's taken a Michael, and rightfully so. Fury put out a post and said, will the bum step us... And that's what I'm saying. When you give someone so much power, when AJ sends emails to Team Fury begging him, please Fury, I'm not sure about fighting Usyk, I'm not sure if I can win, and I'm thinking about the business, and if I lose to Usyk, and that means the unification fight, so can you handle him for me, and then can you pay me step aside as well, and then maybe you can give me a contract so we can fight for a... When you get, when you're that desperate, because think about it, this whole step aside situation, yeah, how Tyson Fury doesn't need AJ for anything. He's already sent a contract to Dillian Whyte, meaning that he's not... Fury don't care. Fury don't care if he has to wipe Chilean Shite's bum for him, or if he has to beat the middleweight. He ain't bothered. That's a strong position to be in. Now, when you're desperate and scared to death of a middleweight, you haven't got no options. All you can do is have your hat in your hand and beg for things. Same as Chilean Shite. He never won. Just begging for something. Begging for something he hasn't earned yet. So that's why Fury out here talking about will the bum step aside is taking the Michael. I think the reason Fury coming out as the protagonist as well, or the antagonist, whatever the word is, the reason Fury taking a piss here is because, like, I think he knows. I think Team Fury have been contacted by, or to some extent, Team Fury know how desperate Team AJ are. Why? Well, if it was the other way, if Team Fury were desperate for things, which cannot be the case, Fury has options. He can fill Dillian. He can potentially do the Undisputed. He ain't bothered. Fury has proven he's not bothered to do either. By sending Dillian Whyte the offer, and by trying to organise the Usyk fight. He ain't bothered which one it is. But again, the reason I'm sure that it's Team AJ that are desperate is the fact that, think about it, if it was Team Fury that was desperate, yeah, why would he be trolling AJ for? If Fury needed AJ for something, it doesn't make sense to be, well, we need AJ for something, so we better troll him now. It doesn't make no sense. Fury's trolling AJ because he knows how desperate Team AJ are. Team AJ wants something from him, hence he's taking a Michael. And that's why, and it's sad that we've got 4 big hardback men who all need something from another man. Any one of these individuals, yeah, could have said, I'm taking my destiny into my own hands. Let me make my own destiny. Let me make my own positioning. AJ could have demanded to fill Usyk in, and this whole thing would be shut down. Everyone's like, and that's the crazy thing, any one of them 3 men, yeah, could end all of this. If Usyk said, no, I want AJ, that would shut all this down. If Dillian Whyte said, no, I want Fury, could have shut all this down. AJ could have said, no, I want Usyk, shut all it down. It's taken 3 men to be side men. And Fury just sitting at the top, playing games, playing, what's the word? Playing everyone like a fiddle. And I can't lie, I like it. What can I say? Because in my mind, if these people are this weak here to be punked like this, what do you want me to do about it? The problem with some of you fangirls is that you care more than they do. You want me to sit here and, oh, YB, Fury's wrong for that. What? Fury's wrong for taking the piss out of desperate people? I don't think so. If you're desperate, you're meant to be a fighter. What happened to fighting your way through? AJ should be wanting to fight his way through. Dillian should be wanting to fight his way through. Not do all this other extra funny style-ish. It's embarrassing. And anyway, long live the GK, yeah. Long live the GK taking turns on these funny style cats. No doubt.